So, today I'm going to be talking about the whole Sniper Wolf situation with doxing Jack films and all that. So, I'm assuming you guys, the fact that you've clicked on this video, you probably know something about this situation, but for those that don't, let's start from the beginning. So, initially, Jack films called out Sniper Wolf for basically stealing content by just reacting to them, and the fact that but saying that they weren't even really reacts. She was just basically stealing content and just basically putting her face cam over there, just repeating whatever was said in the TikTok videos. So that then even eventually start up this internet beef between the two. And what happened is that initially, Jack Films just posted a tweet saying, "I invented reacting to other people's TikToks. Anyone else is copying me." So, that's how the whole thing started. And the channel that she has mentioned is basically a channel that Jack Films created as a second YouTube channel, where basically in each and every single video he just makes fun of her and basically of her each and every single reacts that she posts. And this whole situation got heated to the point where she basically pulled up at Jack Film's house at night. And initially she posted this, that is, should I go visit Jack Films? And then she literally posted a picture of his house. Now, obviously, I have blacked out the whole thing because I don't want to leak his house. But basically, she posted a picture of his house asking, "Let's talk like adults." And it's just crazy because why would you even do something like that? It's against the policies of the platform and it's borderline criminal. So it's just crazy that she would think that, oh, this is a good idea to just pull up at his house and be like, in the middle of the night, that too, like, hey, let's talk this as adults. And the other thing is that it's an internet beef. Why would you try to settle this whole thing in private? Like, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it online, right? Like, you could just reach out to him via DMs, or on one of his bingo streams or something like that. Like, you could have just reached out to him like that. I mean, I will say I'm not Jack Film's PR guy. I don't know. Maybe she did and he didn't respond, whatever. But in no way is this the best way to go about this whole situation. So after this, obviously, Jack Films, he in return posted a tweet saying that she basically put out his address, or not address, but the picture of his house to her 5 million followers. And this was her response, that accusing me of doxing is defamation. I have no idea how to dox. He literally posted his address on Google and said I threatened him and doxed him. Here's the thing, right? If you don't know what doxing is, then why would you then suddenly out of nowhere take down that post? Why would you suddenly just take down that story of you showing his house? Because after that she deleted it. So I mean, to me, it just says that she knows what she's doing, and I think it's pretty clear. And obviously, Jack Films tweeted to YouTube multiple times about demonetizing her or deplatforming her. And so far, YouTube has not taken any action. Instead, they go ahead and post this, which is it's such a fucking lame ass like AI generated tweet saying, would it be too meta to do a reaction video to a reaction video? And they post this amongst the whole fucking controversy between Sniper Wolf. And this is the latest tweet by YouTube. So I mean, I don't know what to say, man. Like, it's like YouTube doesn't care either, because it's one of their biggest creators, right? Gets them a lot of revenue, and it's just crazy. So, I think after this whole thing, she did post. Sniper Wolf did address the whole thing saying this creep has been harassing me for months, then playing victim, saying I threatened him when I just wanted him to wanted to talk to him. I have no ill intentions. It's so sad when people have to constantly create drama to pay their bills. And so what she's referring to, him threatening her, is basically the channel that I mentioned earlier. He created it around a year ago, so that's basically what she's referring to. But since then, she hasn't, said anything, and this response was a while ago. So, I mean, it's really just sad, Like, yeah, I mean, because they did have something going on. They did have a little bit of back and forth, as I said in June before. But other than that, like, this has been like, there's nothing that she said other than that, and YouTube apparently has not taken any kind of action either. Some other creators have responded. For example, Asmon Gold has responded, saying this situation is just unacceptable from SniperWolf's side, and it's just not cool. And a comparison was made on Twitter between SniperWolf and Pokimane, saying that women can get away with anything, but Pokimane responded to that, saying that what she's done is what Sniper Wolf has done is not cool, and obviously YouTube needs to look into this thing. So I guess for now we'll just have to wait and see what happens. It's a completely wild situation. The ball is in YouTube's court, and I think at this point it's more of a question of when than if will Sniper Wolf put out an apology video. I think it's at this point it's just inevitable. If she really wants to save her face, she has to do something. Also, amongst this whole thing, the people dug up some of the past content of Sniper Wolf, and amongst all of these things, they did find out that apparently Sniper Wolf had asked a bunch of kids on Omegle or wherever to basically do some degenerate, inappropriate things on camera, and in return, she would basically flash her tits to them. So obviously, I can't show that to you, but that was one thing. Plus, then the other thing that recently came up, and this is apparently a YouTube video that's still up, where she's basically talking to strangers on Omegle, and then she comes across this girl who is apparently 16 years old, and they both agree on flashing tits to each other as like a joke or whatever, and basically the 16-year-old literally flashes her tits to her. And on Sniper Wolf's part, she did censor that, but still, I mean, it's just completely outrageous, and just it's wild, that she allowed that, and she even kept that in the video. And I have seen some comments saying that people try to defend her. Oh, it was actually just a cam model, and the text between Sniper Wolf and the stranger is just a bot. And she was basically just like trying to do all this just to like direct traffic to some cam model website or something like that, some webcam site. And I don't know if this is real or not. I don't know much about Omegle to say if is actually a thing that happens over there, but it's still very concerning. It seems like Sniper Wolf has been up to this kind of weird shit since like for a long time, and now it's just gotten worse. So I guess we'll just see what happens. As I said before, this is the latest tweet by YouTube saying, would it be too meta to do a reaction video to a reaction video? And people did add context that this was tweeted between or during this whole drama. So, or not drama, but this whole situation amongst this whole controversy. So, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But yeah, this is just, it seems like it's just getting worse and worse as time passes by. So, yeah, that's about it.